Hi, I'm Cathy Downen, founder of Christian Counseling Connection in Lake St. Louis and a licensed professional counselor in the state of Missouri. Due to concerns about the COVID-19 pandemic, many people are experiencing an increase in anxiety right now. We're navigating new work-from-home protocols while spouses and kids are also home. We're coping with health concerns and supply shortages. We're dealing with financial concerns. Many of us are working to reinvent our business practices to accommodate remote operations. Anxiety tends to rise during times of uncertainty. There's a lot we can't control right now. But there are some things we can control. We probably have more control over how we spend our time right now. We can control whether or not to follow best practices and health guidelines for limiting the spread of COVID-19. We can control how much time we spend on news reports and social media. We can choose to focus on positives and explore new opportunities. Really, the choice is ours. And we can choose to take active steps to reduce anxiety so that we can think clearly and problem solve well to face our challenges with calmness and creativity, so we can generate new ideas that will have a lasting positive impact on our lives and businesses. How can we calm the storm of anxiety so that we can be more effective and experience more peace? First of all, understand that experiencing anxiety is normal during uncertain times. Our brains are telling us that there is a threat, and this is true. When our brain tells our body that we are in danger, our physical systems shift into high alert. We're wired for survival. What does this mean? Our body releases adrenaline and cortisol to supercharge our physical body to be able to handle any physical threat. The thinking part of our brain, the forebrain, shuts down to allow the central nervous system to go on autopilot for faster reaction time. This is why, for example, your hand pulls back from touching something hot before your brain even registers what is happening. We're wired for survival. This state is also known as fight, flight, or freeze, and while it is helpful to survive an immediate physical threat, it is not best when we need to engage our brains to problem solve. How can we reconnect to the thinking part of our brain once fight, flight, or freeze has been activated? We need to take active steps to calm ourselves down so that our body chemistry regulates back to normal and the thinking part of our brain re-engages. There are several techniques that are very effective to help us do this. Psychological first aid to help reduce anxiety. The first step is to use calm breathing to send a message to our body that we're okay. This will slow the release of adrenaline and cortisol in our body. Just breathe in slowly and deeply to the count of 4, hold for 4, exhale slowly for 4 counts, and pause for 4 counts. Then repeat. This can help produce an immediate sense of calmness that will help us focus our thoughts and return to a calm state of mind. Another effective technique is to use progressive muscle relaxation to further relax our body and calm our mind. Just start at the top of your head and work methodically down to your toes, tightening and releasing each individual muscle in turn. Visualization can also help return the brain to a calm state. Close your eyes and imagine a place where you felt safe and happy. Add details in your imagination using all 5 senses to help fully experience this relaxing place in your mind. Grounding techniques can also help get us out of anxious overthinking and bring us back to the here and now, where we're actually okay. Focus your attention on what you are currently experiencing in your 5 senses. Count 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. Your brain will calm itself and return to the present moment. All of these techniques can be enhanced with soft lighting, soothing music, and a comfortable place to relax. If you practice these psychological first aid techniques once or twice a day, you will retrain your brain to relax in response to anxiety, and you will be able to effectively handle higher levels of stress without your brain switching into the anxious fight, flight, or freeze mode. A brain that is in a calm state is able to think clearly and creatively, which will help us to identify and respond to opportunities that are unique to this unprecedented moment in time. It's more productive to plan than to worry. As you work to problem solve, ask yourself, what is the worst thing that can happen, and how would I handle it? I imagine most of us are already doing this, so go ahead. Let your brain go there. It's going to anyway. But don't stay there. Don't forget the flip side of this exercise. What is the best case scenario for this situation? Let your imagination inspire you rather than scare you. Then go ahead and do your SWOT analysis. What are your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats at this time? Now you're back on familiar territory and your brain is back to problem-solving mode. Pay attention to your thought process and challenge the negative thoughts that scare you. Actively work to replace them with productive thoughts and action items. Make a list of the things you can and can't control, and work to control the controllables and release the rest. Even in a time when so much seems to be out of our control, there are things we can do to regain control of ourselves so that we are ready to face the challenges and opportunities of this new season. And if we handle it well, we may find that we come out of it stronger and better equipped for the growth that is sure to follow. And remember that our counselors at Christian Counseling Connection are here for you to help you talk through your concerns and work through anxieties that are troubling you. Our counselors are all working remotely using secure telehealth platforms to remain available to serve the needs of our community during this time of social distancing. Please don't hesitate to get in touch and let us know how we can help. Blessings to you and yours. I'm Cathy Downen from Christian Counseling Connection.